Hi, my sister asked me today what sort of online businesses could I do? And so what I'm going to do is show you how I've sort of come together, put in my mind, create a plan. And there's two options in my mind for an online business. One is to go down the e-commerce point of view, or the second is to go down the affiliate point of view. So basically, affiliate is basically where you get a commission for selling on behalf of somebody else, whereas e-commerce is obviously like a physical shop on that, but it's online on Amazon or eBay and places like that, or Shopify. So these are the two routes that I suggested to her, and now what I'm going to do is share with you how I would now start to create my plan. So as you can tell, I'm not a whiz kid on the computer, so I've just got one huge great piece of paper, and I thought this is the best way I can put my mind to what I want to plan. So obviously everything has a start, okay, so always think here's a start, okay, and obviously there is a finish point where you want to get to, okay. Generally what we call this is the vision, okay, or in some people call it the ideal day, okay. In other words, what is it that you would ultimately want in 12 months time that you can feel really proud of, and it's a life that you want. And it's about your mindset, it's thinking outside of the box. It's not thinking where am I today and I can only get the same as. It's actually really being creative and thinking, you know, what is it I truly want out of my life? And think about it in 12 months times, and it gives you an opportunity to see where you are now to where you want to be. And then think about it. So the way I look at setting up an online business, obviously I've said before, you've got the e-commerce point route or affiliate. And basically these two options are great for online business. So you could run them and set these up whilst continuing your 9-to-5 job. But ultimately, and these will, you know, if you work consistently at them and develop them over a 2-year period, you know, you're likely to develop, if you're consistent in that, you're likely to get some traction in terms of, you know, what you want in terms of developing a business. So when I look at my start and I look at my finish, I'm aiming, this is going to take me, I'm aiming 1 to 2 years. I think more too, to be honest, but it's different for everybody. And you know, the key is you have to be persistent and consistent, so doing something every day to get you to from A to B. A lot of people, you know, stop after the first 1 month or after the first 3 days. Think of it like a diet. We all start diets, and after 3 days we revert back to our old behavior. So, you know, keep going consistently, because it's not easy setting up a business, whether online or offline. It's important to do something every day to make it happen. And I suppose, yeah, so think of it as a business. Don't think of it as a hobby. Think of it that something you want to create, and that actually the effort you put in is going to be worth it in the end. And the way I look at it, here's the world, and I think there's about 7.5 billion, something like that, people on this world that is your sort of customers, ultimately, or people that you want to help and support in their journey. And knowing that, it seems quite overwhelming that, you know, it's a huge big world, and how do you connect? Because ultimately you've got to create what we, you know, in real terms is like a shop front. There's your shop front, and whatever you call it, you know, it's about creating something that's going to be attractive to sort of get people to come here. You know, it depends what you want to do in here. So if you want to do affiliate marketing or e-commerce, what we've got to get is to get all these people, or even a proportion of these people, start to view this shop front, which is really important, your shop front. And what is it that you can do to sort of stand out and be different? And you don't want to just be like everybody else, because you just blend in with the rest of the other shops in the world or all the other affiliates in the world. You've really got to stand out. And the best way to start, I would say, is think about some of these people on this world that you want to help. So I've got a few people that in mind, and I'm going to call them. So one of the people I want to support is a lady called Sabrina. There's another person I want to support, and her name is Mindy. Another person, Emma. Another person, who else? Robin. So I start with sort of breaking that 7.5 billion down into people that I really think are my what they call avatar, or my ideal customers. And then when we look at these people, so for example, let's look at Sabrina. So when we think about Sabrina, what is it? What's her issues? What's her problems? And talk to her, you know, get a dialogue going. And yeah, for Sabrina, she's worried about, you know, her job's really important, losing her job. She suffers so much stress. She doesn't get enough money for what she does. And she just doesn't have time. She works 14-hour days. She'd love to earn a bit more money. Would be ideal for her. But, you know, that's Sabrina. Mindy. This is a person who's a bit lost. She's done really well in her career, but she's not sure what she wants to do for the rest of her life. Robin. Robin's great. I like Robin. He works in a massive international company, and basically classic things, stress. He has suffered with things like depression, lack of confidence. And Emma, you know, this is another person who's very dear to me, and she's got two children and extremely busy, and just has no time and is always stressed. But she knows what she's doing. She wants to do more. So, you know, these are sort of people that potentially are your customers, depending, you know, you may have different people that you want to serve. And I always include myself in here because I think it's really important to also, you potentially are your own customer. You know what you like, you know what you find difficult, and you know what you need, more so than most people. But the idea of this, before you can open up your shop, you really need to understand who these people are, who are potential customers. You need to know them better than they know themselves. Because if you can know them better than they know themselves, then you can offer them the support and anticipate the problems that they may be having in their life. But yeah, just going back to me, I had the bully boss, had the long working days, the stress, overweight, boredom. You know, these are some of the things that I used to suffer. So yeah, so this gives you a bit of a breakdown of these 7.5 billion. And obviously when you're thinking about that group of people, they are probably representative of a large number of people who you want to serve. I hope that introduction to the setting up a business online has been helpful. If you want to see more, please subscribe to my channel, and if you got comments on what you want to see, please add your comments, share it with friends who are thinking about setting up their own business online. I will do some more videos shortly about the next stages. Please stay tuned, subscribe if you want to see more.